Hello.
Hello, you alright?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Right. Well, Kyren, congratulations. That was a real battle. Would you say that was one of the best victories you've had in the first round here at the Crucible, or even the best?
Yeah, it's definitely up there. I was involved in a similar game, I think it was last year against Kyren Wilson, where I sort of found myself down in the first session and managed to fight back, and I think I won that one 10-8. So, you know, sometimes those games are sort of good stepping stones for what you would like to be a long tournament.
Yeah, I mean, you must get a lot out of that, actually, when you get past that first hurdle to carry on in this tournament.
Yeah, definitely. That's the way I was viewing the draw, although it was very tough. And, you know, a lot of people would have thought, you know, I don't want to be playing Ding Junhui in the first round. You know, you can't view it that way. And I decided to look at it as, you know, if I come through this game, I'm going to have had to have played well. So it's going to set me in good stead for the rest of the tournament. And, you know, that's obviously the way I've viewed it, and I've come out on top.
Yeah, nobody wanted Ding here at in the first round, but he's not at his best, is he?
Well, you say that. I mean, I can see the breaks that he's had on your notepad, and you know, that would suggest that he's not playing too badly. So yeah, he's sort of putting the effort back in. I think he kind of slipped out of love with it a little bit in the past, but you know, he's done an awful lot for this game, so we all owe him sort of our gratitude for that. And you know, he's sort of, you know, one tournament away from being an all-time great, isn't he? So, you know, we all have to remember that.
It was a great match to watch. Like I say, you know, you can see the scoring there was really high. It was really high quality. You know, what was it like actually being a part of that?
Awesome. Loved every minute of it. Probably not 3-0 down, but yeah, when you're sort of both scoring well and you're feeding off each other, and you both think that, you know, if I let you in, I know you're going to score. It's just going to sort of produce good snooker. And I felt it was fast, attacking, flowing. There was a couple of nitty-gritty frames, a couple of close finishes, and yeah, it had a bit of everything, didn't it?
And Stuart Bingham next. How are you feeling about that?
Another tough game. 2015 World Champion, so he knows what it takes to win this event. I believe he got to the semi-finals last year, the same as myself. So obviously good form here in recent years. So going to be a tough game, but one that I'm going to enjoy. And
you're always a contender here, aren't you? I mean, you've done so well here. Can you go that one step further this year?
Yeah, without doubt. Every year I'm sort of knocking on the door, and every year I come here believing this is my year. So yeah, as I've said previously, it's sort of not a matter of if, it's a matter of when for me. So yeah, we just keep trying, we keep knocking on the door and keep playing good snooker.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you, cheers.
We'll do a quick one for TalkSport.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Well, with Kyren Wilson, who's come through an epic battle against Ding Junhui. Kyren, it always looked like one of, if not the tie of the first round, and it certainly delivered, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, you know, people were wanting to avoid Ding Junhui in the first round, you know, based on his ability and his class. He's all day long a top 16 player. So, you know, I knew I had my hands full, but at the same time, I knew that, you know, if I could come through this game, it's only going to set me up for, you know, what's potentially going to be a long tournament, and you know, going to obviously have me in good form.
That's interesting, though, the way you're looking at it there. So you think it's much more a case of it's a really good one to have in the bank than perhaps it's taken a lot out of you?
Yeah, definitely. I don't see the point in sort of praying for a good draw, because if you do then come up against a player of Ding's calibre, you think, oh, like, you know, what chance have I got? Because I've been praying I'm going to have a good draw. So for me, it was all about, you know, focusing on the fact that I am going to have to play well. So if I'm going to drag that performance out of me, it's only going to set me up for a good event.
In both the last two frames, you had leads, didn't you? And it looked like he might come back with your heart in your mouth at any of those moments.
A little bit. Obviously, to begin with, you think, oh no, but then you have to sort of reset your mind and get yourself on the right path, ready for your chance if it comes again. And luckily for me, it did come. You know, Ding missed the pink, I think, to go 9-8 up. So, you know, I then took the lead and, you know, made a good break in the last again, just was a little bit sort of unlucky with sort of finishing a bit close to the cushion on the last red to kind of secure the match. But, yeah, pleased on the whole.
And last couple, you have proven to be a contender here, haven't you? You've obviously, is that you feel a real affinity for the arena? Do you actually like playing here?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. For me, this is the best place to play as a snooker player. It kind of brings the best out in me. I think it suits my character and my personality, and sort of when you feel good and you feel appreciated in a place like this, it's only going to bring the best out in the players.
And next up, Stuart Bingham, a former champion, so it certainly doesn't get any easier, does it?
No, you know, that's what you expect, especially sort of in the second round of an event. You know, I know there's been a lot of good qualifiers that have come through this year, but you know, the top 16 are here for a reason, and you know, they are obviously the best players in the world, so you expect nothing less than a tough game.
Brilliant. Well, congratulations and good luck next round.
Thank you. Cheers.
When you went 3-0 down, what went through your mind and what did you do to stay positive?
I hadn't really had a chance to settle, to tell you the truth. I think Ding got off to such a good start, and we all know how good a cue ball Ding has got. And the first 3 frames, you know, I'm looking at it there, 64, 110 and 250s. So straight away he's put me under it. But it was nice for me. I think I potted a good long red and managed to make a century. So, you know, I always think if you can get your sort of first 50 on the board, that's when you truly settle. So to obviously double it and have a century, it settled me right down.
And you're still seeking your first title of the season. What will you mean to get it here at the Crucible?
Well, there's no better than this one, is there? So obviously I've been waiting for this one. I wasn't bothered about the others.
Well done.
Cheers, thank you.
Kyren, you said how much you enjoy playing here. Does that mean you maybe disagree with what Neil Robertson said? I don't know if you saw about maybe 2 venues in Sheffield, building a purpose-built arena different from the Crucible, so there's 2 one-table setups. Would you go along with that, or do you like the 2-table setup?
Yeah, I wouldn't, you know, why sort of try and fix something that isn't broken? You know, we always pack it out here at the Crucible. For me, everybody that always comes to watch me always go away and they want to come back the next year. So that speaks volumes. And for me as a player, I don't think there's anywhere better, even with my heels up against the boards, playing with 2 tables. That's just part of it, isn't it? So it's a part of history, it's part of the nostalgia of snooker, and for me it's great that I'm obviously adding to that.
So you come here 2020, last year, this year. It's different situation. 2020 is empty, no audience.
Yeah.
Last year's half, and this year is full. So what's different feeling when you're playing?
Well, it's amazing from round 1. Like I say, I was 1 game away last year from experiencing a full crowd in the final again. So that was really upsetting. I really wanted to be a part of that because I felt like snooker played a huge part in the history of, you know, what we've been through with COVID and everything. I think snooker was amazing. It gave a lot of people hope. It gave a lot of people entertainment. And with us being the first sport to have a full indoor crowd, you know, I really, really wanted to be a part of that. But, you know, it is what it is. It's great to have everyone back this year, and there's a real buzz about the place, I think.
Kyren, your cue ball has been improving a lot in the recent years, and this year actually you've led the century list in the most part of the season. But Neil just passed you in the last tournament. How do you feel about your break building, and what kind of confidence that gives you in this tournament?
Yeah, obviously with having a lot of firepower, it's obviously going to make anybody think that you're a handful for anyone. If you can score and reel off frames, which I have done this season, you're going to be dangerous at any event in any round. So, yeah, I've been very consistent with my scoring. I always fancy kind of putting on a good show, and it's nice that the fans enjoy good snooker and good breaks because, you know, that's what they inevitably want to see.